let's see here. What choices do I got? Ruby Heart. It's not terrible. Got 3 options. The Orb of Corruption isn't great, but Ravens and Spriggans. Spriggans are pretty annoying. Yeah, I don't really think I want any of that. Mana Potion and Teleport. The Mana Potion and Teleport would be good. And it's a Void Bomb and a large Worm Ball, so... Yeah, and those are Void Bomb spawners. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just accept the fact. I don't want to pop things I don't need to, so... Could get Pyrostatic. Half damage to enemies that have 3 tile radius around the target. So I'm thinking about whenever you cast fire or chaos spells other than melt, targeting an enemy unit. Melt also casts at that target, but the thing is like it has to be a target kind of thing. So it's like I don't know if my AoE spells really count as having a targeting sense. But melt has a good number of uses, so it should be safe enough to run it. Yeah, no mana potion though. That would be a really easy one to run most likely if I just Infernal. It's not also a bad one necessarily. Pain isn't a bad one, even though it doesn't do a lot of damage. It does ignore line of sight, so... It's not great. It's kind of better. If I go here, grab that bag of spikes, I can just let them go and they'll clear this mission for me. And then I'll have 4 free. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Bag of spikes. Just have to keep moving. Just gotta let them go and push their way through. Okay. With that. Could get this, which wouldn't be terrible. Or I can get Hound. You know what? I'll try Hound Lord. Nature Wand. that great. Oh, okay, it's just nature. Summoned allies gain 6 poison damage to melee attackers. Ooh. That could be good, because that would give me poison on the hounds. Portal key would also be a pretty good addition. I think I will go for that. Go. Wait, is that a... Oh, crow, that's rotting zombies. Those things are annoying. Come on, stupid. Could get pyrostatic. The blaze. Oh, it's only with enchantment spells. I don't think... Yeah, that's not an enchantment. None of those are enchantments. It's not a bad option. It's not great either, though. Troll blood. Yeah, so I'd have to hit him twice. Or I could hit him with that, and that would detonate him regardless. Okay. The blade staff would give me damage on everything. That would give me healing, but then there's the red slime. The red slime is going to be resistant to all my fire damage, so might want to consider not doing that way. Could go with that. But that's just... I don't really like using the summons. Blade staff... All spells will give 4 damage. Fine. We'll do it that way. Go. Now I should have enough points that I can get myself... Do I really want to do that? Whenever turn it over into arcane damage. Spending HP to cast a blood deal that much physical damage up to 3 enemies in line of sight. That's not terrible, actually. I could get a couple spells that would work with that. Redeal 50% of holy damage is lightning damage. Okay, so I could get the holy fire for 4 points. Then I could convert that all over into lightning. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. It's more health and more health, but I get death dice and healing orb. Get a golden stopwatch out of that. I only have 1 healing potion. That portal key could be huge. Oh, but the fire belcher, those 75. I don't think I could really take that on safely. So 1, 2, 3. Choice here. Okay, there we go. Go. 3. I could go and consider getting pyrostatic, or I could get something like Eye of Lightning. I'll say -50 lightning resistance. Or I could do. I mean, that's not bad. Man, it's hard to say what's really a good call here. I could do something like Lightning Spire, because it doesn't disappear. It would give me a lot of mass blast. Oh, through walls would be good. Oh, and 10 lightning resistance. That could also be good. Blaze Rope would also be not necessarily a terrible call, because then I would have a way to destroy walls. And that is something that's pretty important sometimes. I do like this one because it helps you get rid of things, but no, I think I'm going to get Blaze Rip, because I might need it to get rid of those walls. And then at some point, I'm going to have to do the lightning damage. Ooh, Chain Lightning, there we go. That would be... Thunder Strike's also a pretty good call. Ooh, but Earthquake's nothing to laugh at either. What do they have for Earthquake? What exactly does Earthquake do? Okay, Spirit. Invoke an Earthquake with 7 tiles. Each tile in the area has a 50%. Ooh, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. Whenever you cast Earthquake, plus 2 radius for 2. Ooh, that would be good. Target aliens gains the ability to reincarnate on death. Wow. Interesting. Targeting against the holy and undead types. 25 and holy dark resist. Interesting, interesting. Problem is this guy here summons wolves. It's not great, and with that earthquake ability, he could do a lot of damage. He can also make Earth Sentinels. Don't know if it's worth the risk. Might just be safer to go with the Chain Lightning. Portal key. I could use a portal key. No, I think I need to go for that Chain Lightning. All things said and done, that's probably the right call. Ooh, these guys can be annoying. But they have no resistance to fire, so actually they're manageable. Oh, those guys, though, can be a real freaking pain. They don't have any resistance to Arcane. Could be handled. Spore Beast. Rock Swarm Spawner. There's one there. Another one there. Another one there. And I need to prioritize eliminating those spawners. That's a shock. That worked. That worked actually very well. I could go... could be good. And Chain Lightning. One, two, three. Conjuration, Snowstrike, Time Starter isn't terrible. Hellhounds did a lot on Starfire that did next most. Bramblethorn. I don't think that would really work with what I'm... Somebody deals 6 physical damage to melee attack. That's not terrible. Every 6 seconds, 2 enemies are affected with frozen. It's not great for what I'm doing. Bramblethorn could be an interesting use here. The big issue is the level of risk I'm running. Gives me a lot of summoning. Not really relying on conjure. I could go with a portal key. I'm gonna storm boots. Not a great place, but yeah, okay, that's right as well. Storm burst. I don't think I want that. Okay, I think Bramblethorn's the way to go. Answer to that. I mean, a real... I don't want to do that. I have to do damage in order to get the conversion to occur. In order to get the conversion to occur, it's better off just to go with a real cheap spell. Of course, I could go with something... Or I could get Annihilate. Or I choose Pyrostatic Pulse. could have used a golden stopwatch or something, but at that point I was already kind of... Could do life drain. Nah, I'm gonna try again on that. I could have gotten it to work. I just need to play it better. Okay. 2. Okay. I can get an icicle. Death Bowl, have rage, touch of death. Not terrible. Get sorcery items. Radius isn't a bad idea. If I get them. Really? I thought it would make it bigger, but... No, I don't think I'm gonna actually... That was a disappointing cost right there. Disperse isn't terrible. Well, Flame Toxin can be actually pretty good. For the fire to poison, lightning to arcane, poison to lightning. Nice. Okay, if I convert the fire to poison. Okay, I gotta turn my fire damage into poison damage. Oh, mana and a health potion would be nice. Considering I only have one of each. Could also go now get the ability to turn into arcane. That'd be a good... have to take fire damage is the problem. All those conversionary types are just difficult to deal with. 1, 2... I can deal with the witch. That's not very bad. Spriggans are going to be a problem. I don't want melt armor. I'm not really doing much in the way of that, so... If I had points or something, maybe I could... At least I came out positive with a health potion, but... It's not great. It should be doable. That could be a very difficult one. gonna need to pick a spell at this point. I need to figure out something that's gonna work. If fire is my... Could also go... Could get something like Annihilate, because it has physical damage in there as well. So it gives me quite a few different options. If I got Annihilate coupled with Melt, and then I upgraded Melt, that could become a very powerful combination. Because Melt would reduce... Annihilate, couple it with Melt. And then I just need a couple points to be able to level up Annihilate to the White Hot, so that way I can go and use it to wipe out their physical resistances. Jar of Embers would be a good combination. Emerald Flame, I don't know though. It's not terrible. Get extra range. It's enchantments. Yeah, those aren't enchantments though, so that's not that great a value. Twilight Seer would be a difficult one to beat, and these swords are also no joke. And he also heals. Holy non-fire. Well, unfortunately I don't have a lot of non-fire. I think it might... Oh, I don't have a key on this one. Fiery Lens might be the best call on this one. I have all the spawners here in a real tight group. Probably get rid of them without too much difficulty. Let's just make sure that doesn't hit me. myself a little bit extra range. The Flame Weaver, that one I think is what I want. That or the Fire Helm, I'm not really sure which one is better. Oh, Chims is not what I'm looking for. Fire. Really, this is going to remove Flame Tox? I don't know if I want that, because then that gets rid of my poison ability. They'll buff that out, so I'll have the ability to kill a lot of targets very quick. I think I might want the Arcane Wand then if I'm going to lose my helmet. Don't care about that, don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Arcane. Problem is I don't really have any Arcane, yeah, so all these are kind of trash. This would be the best long term, but then I have to deal with all the freaking Watchers plugging me the entire time, and I have no way of killing them all quick enough. All enemies lose their resistances, 2 teleports. Yeah, and I just don't have a way to deal with them. It's a really bad way to fight. That's a suicide run. I have terrible choices in there, and I guess the Ink Pipe or the Silken Sandals. Blind isn't terrible. Yeah, I guess I go do that, get the Ink Pipe, and just take out everything. I was worried there, but I got it somehow. Okay. Let's see. Get fireball and blind. It's extra physical damage. It's not terrible. That would be the better call. Best one would be get this pyrostatic pulse and get into the greater cascade. If I could get ghost spawners. A spore bee spawner. Fire resistance. There's 2 ghost spawners, a bunch of them. Yeah, that was screwed. There was no good way to go into that. All the places sucked. It's really hard to get a really good run on this. Like, with really random kind of runs, you don't really know what you're going to get, so there's not really much of a point to just, like, picking different things, because there's no real assurance it's going to get better by just swapping it. Ice Arcane. See, that could be good if I use the pyrostatic. Or maybe I just go, like, chain lightning, try to get, like, the fireball put into it, so I go, like, a full lightning build, maybe. That's not great. That's not terrible. And considering, like, I already have fireball that's highly effective against ice lizards. Problem is lightning's like so heavily nerfed. Like, it's just not as strong as it was in Rift Wizard 1. I want it to be as strong. I'd love for it to be as strong as it used to be, but it's just not. And simply because I get the chance to annihilate doesn't mean that it actually is going to be enough. So it's like, better off going with just the health. But they're so far apart on this one. Let's get melt. Sometimes it's worthwhile just tanking a hit for ensuring you get the safe kill. Okay, pure Starburst whenever Fire Frenzy is not terrible. Fire Frenzy would buff all my spells. However, an enemy unit takes fire or holy damage against my... See, that's not bad. But the problem is they have to take the damage. So it's like if they're already resistant to it, it's not really improving. Like, it makes it so that if you do damage, you're still able to do something. But like, if you can't do damage, you can't get the buff on them. Or debuff on them. And they have to take the fire or the holy damage. If they don't get one or the other, you're kind of screwed. There's not a lot that has resistance to fire and holy. The problem is starting off with the fire or with the holy. So it's like you have to come at it from like two extremely different angles, so that way they don't have the resistance. Those two are very doable. It's really hard to know what the right call is. Void Bomber, those are pretty doable. Problem is those two are so far away, the chances of me being able to get, like, if I could get Prince of Ruin, I'll be able to get rid of those Void Bombers without too much difficulty. There we go. Okay, good. I'll now be able to get all the resources. Let's see here. Could choose to get the Void Lantern. Prince of Ruin isn't terrible. Problem is it gives you... It does all the same damage, so it's like... Fire damage, they lose physical resistance. If there was like a way to get them to like lose all the resistances, like if you did like... Prince of Ruin pretty much allows you to do like lightning, fire, like some kind of physical, but it just like... If there was a way to convert like holy over to like fire damage or something like that. Whatever it does. flame gold. And it's arcane is lightning. Fire is holy. Screw it, why not? Use healing potions. Heart. So all of them are heart. The Mechanist I want to avoid. Troll Geomancer isn't the worst thing. Goblin Wizard would be annoying. The Hellhound, is they 100%? Yeah, they're 100%. But if I were to be able... No, it's too risky. These guys won't have 100% resistances in here. Yeah, the closest they got is 50. If I got Annihilate, I'd be able to melt and then just take them out. I severely miscalculated this situation. That nearly killed me. That was my own darn fault, though. Dark and arcane damage. There's 3 cascade range. Honestly, I'm better off with dark and arcane damage being added into it. Ooh. That's not that great. I don't want that. Really? Dark reincarnates Immortal Mind Magnet. That's probably the best. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. even want to consider. I have enough mana. I can do arcane. Fire is holy damage. If only there was a way to reduce fire resistance. Like... one physical damage to all. That's not bad, but I would like that. Problem is I just don't know how to get rid of the freaking fire resistance. There was just something that would give me... Yeah, but what do you do when... Razor shaping. That could be really good too. Whenever you cast a metallic spell. Yeah, but you have to cast a metallic spell. That's the problem. Use 6 or more fire, lightning, or physical. That... I mean, that would be... 3k. It's not particularly great, but Earthworth might be worthwhile. Yeah. Is there anything I'm not thinking of? Yeah, nothing seems to, like... I want something to, like, reduce fire resistance or something, but I really don't know anything. Maybe there's something in ice? There's nothing that really seems... Unless I'm missing something. What is a void beam doing? It's actually nothing to scoff at. That's a pretty powerful spell. Raises void bombers. "25 arcane see, this one does the damage. Like, it doesn't have to do damage, it just straight up loses their resistance. Like, that's so strong. Each turn, Vic Petra, 3 on Petra. Cannot act. Gain 100. Gain 75 fire resistance. Crumbling each turn. Take double instead of 1/4. Casting Void Beam could be good. Because then at least I could reduce their ability, but... Man, I don't know what to do. I really don't. Time Pipe's probably the best call that I can get. Summon a ghost. I have to kill so many. Problem is the resistances. It's always down to resistances. I need an answer to them, but I never really seem to have it. Comprehensive annihilation. Fire, lightning, and ice resist isn't a bad idea, but just the one shield can be huge, so... Chaos Barrage would be a really good grab. Because then I can do a good bit of damage with different types. If I get Mega Barrage, cast against 6 number of targets. Also deals damage to adjacent enemies. That could also be. Target resists the least. That would be good as well. That would be. If I get this, then I can get melt target everything. Let's get it to just. See, that the problem is it doesn't give me. If I do that, I get arcane damage. You deal fire again, I have to do fire damage to get holy damage. Oh no. No resistance to my little rip spells. So I can knock out these relatively easily. Summons Trents, those are easily enough handled. Could get a portal key, that's not terrible. Get another heart. Golden stopwatch. I don't have a golden stopwatch. I could use one. These guys have no resistance to what I would want to use in here. But what are the summoners? Which, those are all relatively easy to handle. Yeah, I can handle that pretty easily. Teleport over here really quick. So come on. Sucks to have to use so many teleports just for that, but whatever. Success by any means. Star Blast. More health. Brain bite on hit, drain away. They're going to really hate fighting me. We could take that one. That would actually be kind of doable, funnily enough, if they're constantly physical resistance. I don't want that. Flame burst. Whoa, this is fugly. Where is it? There it is. Don't want that star burst. With arcane spells cast heart. 40 damage. It's not worth. physical shield's probably the best call. Jesus. Okay, that just happened. If I do that, whatever takes fire damage, I lose 10 physical damage resistance. That would increase my ability to do damage, but it's not as good because I should get Flame Lord. Vial of Ambrosia. This is wild. Gain immunity to stuns for 10 seconds. Resistance, that's not bad. Give myself some resistance. Wrath Links does actually sound promising because then I could use that to give myself. It's not terrible. I need 1 point. Fire resist. They have no resistances to me. Barely. Literally by the hair of my... Whew. Scourge can be quite useful. Blinds and poisons. Stunned for 3 turns. That could be huge, but I'd rather have blind and poison. But really, I just need to get the improvement. Summon bloodhounds, life drain. I need to get rid of these mind maggot queens too. Oof, everything in here is pretty nasty. That's bad. Yeah, I need to get rid of that. There's the other one. Whenever they take arcane damage, I am so many levels of dead. I have misplayed this to the... Yeah, I'm dead. I lived. That happened. Okay. That just happened. Shock value. What on earth is that? There's a lightning, another random line. Whoa. That could be huge. Fire. That thing needs to die. What? Wow, I was not paying attention to my health. Jesus, I got so far there. I was doing really well too. Oh, darn. Those were some runs. I had some really close calls there, and if I hadn't been careless, I probably would have won that fight. But I had 3 mana potions I should have popped. I was just dicking around too much. Well, that's disappointing. But thank you everyone for watching. Have